Happiness is unsettled in gate 11. Gates are back and they're racing away. Great Ecstasy was very slow off the mark and conceded a good 5 lengths. Law Court was one of the first to show, taken on in the early stages by So Dasha, who goes round and picks up the lead. So So Dasha in front as they approach the back straight and extends to 2 lengths. Second place is Nairobi. Law Court got a nice run, slotted onto the rail in third. Then comes Downing 7, the blue sleeves and the red cap with Duchess Fiona at her outside, now moving closer. Great Ecstasy after blowing the start went up into midfield. Ragshaw and then comes Shunmayo, they together. Space Explorer, the white headgear just behind mid-pack. Then came Fiery Cliffs and the blue and white silks. Gaetana was out after those. White Witch travels nearer last than first with Happinesses, and Shambok from the deepest draw dropped in at the back of the field through the final 700. And So Dasha is the leader by a length and a half over Duchess Fiona, who races away in second. Law Court races 2 lengths off the leader in third back at the rail. Downing 7, then comes Nairobi on the wide outside. Great Ecstasy is off the bridle. Ragsars on the green and white midfield. Mayo. Then came Fiery Cliffs, the white blinkers. Space Explorer was further back. Then came Gaetana, White Witch with 300 meters left to run, and Law Court moved up with Downing 7 in the middle of the course going to match. Space Explorers towards the far side. So Dasha ran its race. Fiery Cliffs trying to come out of the pack. Great Ecstasy could have a say as well. Law Court, Downing 7, Fiery Cliffs. Ragsar nearest us. Line comes and it goes to Downing 7. Downing 7 wins, Law Court maybe second, it's Titan behind. Then Fiery Cliffs and Ragsar, they all involved. The half-brother to Legal Eagle, bred at the Ralph Syndicate. Well done to Mukund Gujadur, the winning owner, Juan Nell, the winning trainer, and Louis Otwa, the winning rider. The blue sleeves and the red cap sat behind Law Court. Law Court got first run, but like I said, probably found the lead a bit earlier than ideal when the pace fell apart, and Downing 7 will just get the better of Law Court in what turned out to be an exciting race.
Welcome back. It was a ding-dong battle between the favourite and the second favourite for race 2, the first leg of the place accumulator. Both of them will count for the PA, but well done to Jean Nell and Downing Street, Louis Makotwe in the irons. And yeah, the groom is Sira. He's not here, but the stable employee is collecting it on his behalf. So very well done to the groom, the winning groom, 1,500 Rand from World Sports Betting. Sira, well done to you. Thank you. Let's go to the winning jockey. Louis is going to come and chat to us. Louis, grab the mic and move into the winner's box. Great to have this man back. We sing his praises all the time. He's been riding well throughout the country. He's done exceptionally well here in PE in the recent couple of meetings. And this race was always a race about who's going to be up there handy. And throughout the race we were watching, and I thought that Law Court was sitting in a box position. I'm sure you had your eye on that one.
I was actually happy to see him on a feint. You know, it's always easy to take a lower start on a feint. You can always just put him there, and if the pace starts to date, you can just sit a bit longer. Whereas I can just go around and go and go fetch him early. So that's exactly what happened. Obviously, he was always a horse to beat. Last time when he ran second, I watched him carefully as well. You know, he ran to a point and then he stayed on quite strongly. But I must give credit to John and his whole team. This horse looked magnificent today. He looked very, very well. He went down to post like the horse was ready. And in the race itself, he hopped out so smartly. He put himself in the position, and all I just had to do was just wait and bide my time. When I asked him, it took a bit of time to get going, but when he got going, he won with authority. You know what I mean? The horse came on his outside as well. He just fought them off. So yeah, just well done to John. I don't think he's going to stop yet. This horse, he's a very young horse, so he can only progress.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you, and I think you've summed it up already. So, but very well done to you. Now, the Pick Six starts in the next race. I'm going to try and be brief because I know you need to get back there. You do this very well, I've noticed, throughout the country when we ask you, and you seem to be spot on. And the viewers out there are waiting for Louis Makotwa to talk us through quickly. You've got aerial view for Gavin Smith in the next race?
Yeah, listen, last time she had a bad draw and she had top weight and she won well. So I don't see a reason why she can't do the same again today. It's not overly a strong field. She's taken on stronger before. So I think she's also worth a bet. And what else am I riding?
You're riding number 4, Jacob's Ladder for Zitz. Now, Zitz came to us after he won the first race to say, Neil, don't leave Jacob's Ladder out of your pick 6.
No, sure. He's a bit of a tricky draw today, but it'll all depend on the pace. He's always at all his tries, always gives his best. So if the pace is on, he'll definitely run him down. If it's too slow, then they might outsprint him, then it might be a problem. But if Zietman is confident, then I'm also confident.
Race 5, Indy View for Sharon Cotton.
Also a bit of a bad draw, but his last one wasn't bad at all. I mean, his other 2 runs before that, they were quite disappointing. But the last one was a nice ride. Today, bad draw, but I think I'm probably going to ride him different today because I've always put him up handy. He doesn't seem to finish it off quite nicely. So today, maybe I'll just give him a small chance and see if he finishes it off. He's a horse that's, he's also a progressing horse, a youngster. He's been put in strong races before, so maybe these type of races might just suit him.
All right, race 6, Meet at the George. Tough race.
Yeah, tough race. I don't know what I planned last one, but I haven't heard from Gavin at all. But if all goes well, we'll be there trying.
All right, race 7, Glass Shoes.
Glass Shoes, a filler with talent. She had one bad run for us on the poly, but I think she was battling with her shins at the time. If she's over that, she's gotten stronger as well now. So also a bit of a tricky draw, but she's a nice filly. If she's well and everything goes well, also be up there.
Race 8, Federal Reserve, the final race.
His last 2 runs, very, very disappointing 2 runs. I don't know what happened. I didn't ride him, but I still I'll ride him today because he's got a decent draw. So when he won with me over the 1400 grass, he won very well. He won like a horse that's gonna win again. So if he's well again today from that draw, I'd like to see him actually finish the race today.
All right, thanks so much.
Thank you. Just well done to my sponsor, Races Bistro, and thanks to Makunt as well. We really appreciate your support all over the country. I ride for him, and I really appreciate that. As I said, well done to John as well and his whole team.
Thank you. Thanks very much to Louis Mokotwa. We do appreciate it, and it is the pick 6 coming up, so we've just given him a little bit of time. We do appreciate that, John. Sorry for interfering there and take it away from you, but yeah, you'll be happy with this first run here, and as you heard from Louis as well, good feedback.
Yeah, it is. It's a couple of horses that got sent to me from Brett. Thank you to Mukund Gajade and his partner in Mauritius, Dr. Vicky Ruhi. Congratulations to them. It's nice that the horse could have won. Horses came from good nick. It came in good nick from Brett, Neil, and it just makes the job a lot easier, We had a nice discussion with Brett, and Brett said he'll improve this horse. Just bit of a late maturer, and and it's a little bit strong in Cape Town, but I think Brett is right. I think he'll go a little bit further, this horse, and I think possibly there is another 1 or 2 in the tank.
Well, he's got the pedigree.
Yeah, well, I don't think anybody's told him he's Legal Evil's half brother, but maybe the penny dropped somewhere.
All right. Well, very well done to you. Let's get this into the 15,000 Rand from the Racehorse Owners Association member into the picture. 15,000 Rand extra to the connections, well, the owner and the trainer. So very well done to you guys. And then before you run, thank you, Marilyn. And then, Jean, I'm just in touch on your runners as well. As mentioned, the pick 6 is coming. We all love Homer Fidget, but he's just lost his way in race 5.
Neil, yes, he has. Look at him, he's a little bit, he seems to have sparked up a little bit.
Okay.
It's going to be hard to tell you to include it because, he's got to show me something before I can stick my head out and make everybody's permutations a little bit larger, So let's just hope he runs a positive race today. If he doesn't, we'll probably find him a second career. Unfortunately, Pam's Princess we've had to scratch.
Yeah.
Rainbow Thief, race didn't go well for her last time, running her back a little bit quicker than I think I would like to. But we'll drop her out today, and she seems to run well that way, coming with a late dash. Of course, looks to be a little bit biased again, so we hope it works out.
The last race, you've got Nkalanzinzi.
Nkalanzinzi also, Philly, Neil, she hasn't got a lot of ability, but she's capable of earning, and we hope she can run into the places here.
Thank you so much, John. Well done to you. There we go, trainer Jean Nel back in the winner's box. And I told you earlier on, I know the man. I saw a little bit of confidence in the body language there, and it was spot on to come out and win the first leg of the place accumulator. Keep your eye on the horse that ran second as well. I'm sure that'll win its next start. The pick 6 starts next, so make sure that you become part of the play.